So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So time for some Kizuna farm, 3-star, waiting for the clock to hit 4 AM local time, which is when we get the news hour, which is when Kizuna starts. I'll just be on this screen until then. Before we get this started, I'm just going to post my stream alert for those in my Discord who want to get a notification when I start to stream. And if you want to join my Discord, there is always a link in my description. Hello there, SBXGL. Welcome. Going to post this stream now. 2 minutes left until it starts. Okay, now I'm ready, and 1 minute left. Perfect. Spatial. I get it. I got you. Welcome anyway. We'll see how many joins us at this hour. Very bad hour for Europeans, but of course there's not just Europeans playing. Maybe some Europeans are as nerdy as me to want to be here for the beginning. Going to see if some of my teammates are up as well. I hit them with the GL. Good luck to my teammates. Teammates are definitely not unimportant, like you want to help each other with some assists, so you can get the maximum stat bonus, for example. And of course, if there's an accident or something, you save pots by letting them help you, which means that I will need to help in return as well. So I'll try and keep an eye out for that. And yeah, my hair's a mess, which is not uncommon. Yeah, good luck, man. Okay, it has begun. The Kizuna Clash has. Let's do the prelim. This is the first Kizuna ever where I haven't even looked at the 10-star or 15-star mechanics. Feels weird to not use Buggy for this quest. I've always done that, and honestly it doesn't matter who you use as captain, but yeah. Might as well use the superior captain duo. Okay, let's see if we get lucky here. And let's also see if the capture card is a good boy today. You never know. Okay, that's pretty good luck. Okay, before the grind begins, we have another grind. I'm going to be using a lot of potions here. Start with 161. So we're just going to fill it up. Let's use quite a bit so we don't have to think about this. So yeah, this is literally a grind. And yeah, I'm totally open to going to 0 pots this Kizuna. Trying to make this go as fast as possible, but there's a limit to it. Yeah, very exciting gameplay. Not much to comment here, but it has to be done. Oops. Hello there, Penny's Balloons. Is 3-star farm also the valid strat for tickets alone? No, if you want to maximize tickets, probably not, but most of the tickets you will be getting from the super boss, probably. Like when I was approaching like 900 runs, I was getting like what was it? Almost 100 tickets per run, so not that much, since that's over 100 potions spent, basically. Let's stop at 3000s. We'll begin then. Because this is getting boring. Like, if you're worried about just getting the rewards Penny's Balloons, like, you just need a couple of super boss defeats and you're good. So, that obviously depends on alliance as well. Which alliance do you think will win first place? Hard to say, it really depends. How many 3-star farmers have you managed to gather in one alliance? So I know mine alliance has quite a few, so we might have a chance. I presume AF has a chance, but AF usually likes to go do well every Kizuna, so they usually don't like deplete their pots. Like here we might have a few who deplete it, so. But I think for a Kizuna like this, there will be other people as well. Who will go really hard, so there might be some surprises coming up. But yeah, I only know my alliance, what they're planning to do, and by the looks of it, my alliance could be a contender. I'd be surprised if we don't get top 3 at least. But yeah, I'm only focusing on my own part here. And yeah, it's going to be really fast in the beginning. We're just going to be able to wave clear all the way. And there's going to be minimal debuffs here. I was shocked when I saw a 5-turn debuff on final stage on a 3-star difficulty. Luckily, there are quite a few of supports to help. Like, that damage reduction is just 30%, but like, imagine wanting to do 999 billion, like you have to get rid of a 30% damage reduction then to do that much damage, realistically. Hello there, Al Asiri, thank you. Honestly, I just want to get as much done in the beginning as possible. And like, the beginning is very different from the reality once you hit the cap. Once you hit the cap, it's literally a blitz farm at that point. You do the exact same thing run after run. So the beginning is the only part which is a bit different. And the beginning is also the by far fastest part. And for quite some time, this is going to be enough to defeat 3-star. Roger is going to wave clear for like basically 100 levels. So yeah, let's just get those 100 levels over with. So yeah, going to be quite repetitive, but let's go. Let's go. You skipping pulling until anniversary? Probably. Like, we'll see what the end of month stuff is. Technically, I can pull on that, but I will be doing a no pull April. So in April, I will definitely not be doing any pulls. Oh, that was surprising. There is a revive. Okay. That's new. Fascinating. Let me think about how to handle the revive, I guess. It looks like it was a fixed HP revive. That's going to be really annoying later. Yeah, Jesus, that's going to really suck. We might need a different team for that variation. Luckily it's int, so should definitely be possible to build something good versus int. But yeah, that was a shock. Okay. Butter, maybe. I don't know how many plan to do this. Like, the only reason I'm not doing it is because there are very little breaks between events. So when I go hard on everything, I just don't have the energy personally. I would have loved to make other wits as well, but yeah. In the end, this work cruise is just once per year, so. And hello there, OPTC, it's good. Anniversary will be in the middle of May, so yeah, less than 2 months left. Time goes by fast. But yeah, I'm mostly thinking about that revive versus int. How to handle that later. Honestly, like, I haven't even tested the 3-star teams yet, so for 999 billion. Why you play 3-star? Because it's the best difficulty if you want to optimize your ranking. But it's only worth if you have quite a few potions. For World Cruise I wouldn't do it unless you have well more than 50 potions. And you have to use all of them then, so yeah, if you don't really care about World Cruise and finish like top 10, I wouldn't go that hard, really. But if we turn it around, if you want to finish top 10 in World Cruise in your group, you probably have to do 3-star or you won't be able to compete, because 10-star can't compete with 3-star. The way the game works right now. Yeah, this is the one with the revive. What is World Cruise? I guess you've been missing out and it's too late to join, but I think those who are not in World Cruise still get extra stuff. It's a ranking event where global and JP players compete with each other in Pyro Rumble, Treasure Map and Kizuna Clash. So this is the final part of it. And World Cruise is the reason that rankings in the last few events have been harder than usual. People are really going hard. This is like, for grinders, this is like the event of the year. Depends what you mean with high ranking butter. If you mean like a top 1000 or something, like sure. What are the prices? People who grind for rankings don't really care about the prices, but everybody who competes gets some good stuff, like there's a guarantee of quite a few gems for everyone, for example. The biggest prize is bragging rights, honestly. Hello there, Quitak, konnichiwa. Not sure if you JP players know about 3-star strat or if you refuse to use it, but most global players will use it. So if you don't use it in JP, you will really struggle in the rankings. An American in Japan. So you can use the 3-star. Because the JP players can't. Or they obviously can, but it's more of a cultural thing, to be honest. Do you expect the game to change in 10 years? Of course, it will change quite a bit. It has changed a lot in these 10 years, like look at OPTC in the beginning and now, big difference. So it's going to keep changing. Will it change for the better? That's another question. Delete TM, hopefully not. But sure, stuff should evolve and change, that's just natural. I hope the focus is adding new stuff though, rather than removing stuff. Yeah, I ended up pulling them, I did a few more multis. Like they aren't really necessary, but since I won't be pulling for a while now, like this is the finale in some way. Time to save up for the JP Annie. And for JP Annie, I'm also not going to compete in rankings and such. I'm going to focus on content creation then. Like I've learned, for this will be my third JP Annie since making videos regularly. And there's no other time of the year when your channel grows as much as YPN. It's pretty insane actually. But yeah, that revive. It's pretty funny when you see the team ranking, like my alliance is really low right now, but that's because like everybody in my alliance will be doing the 3-star strat, and it's super bad in the beginning. It takes a long time for 3-star strat to be good. Yeah, my capture card is acting up. Yeah, Legend is pretty mid, at least until you rainbow them. Instant defeat should go through NAHO, but it depends on how much HP is remaining on the enemy. What might not go through is the blow-away immunity though. I didn't think about that. I haven't really thought about instant defeat with blow-away immunity. But yeah, like I talked about Stamp's one for all team, and that team will not work for the revive. So we will need another team for that. And if we can't find a team, it basically means we need to help each other out clearing it. But I would be surprised if we can't find another team that does enough damage. But it will probably not be as accessible as the team Stump did. It's not really an accessible team, but a lot of people do pull hard on Super Sugo, so are able to build most of it. Yeah, so it might be the blow-away immunity. Then I'm not exactly sure what the HP is after the revive. Chava asks, at one point is 3-star worth it? I think it's hard to say level, but the point where you catch up with 10-star is after 350 levels or something. That's when 3-star hits the cap, 999 billion. And at that point, every 3-star run is worth as much as every 10-star run. But doing 10-star runs at the cap is a lot harder than 3-star runs. There's a lot more mechanics to handle. Oops. It's the wrong order, but I have the white beard, so it's fine. Versus Whitebeard also works for wave clear. Let's move around my setup a bit and see if that can help. Let's see. If I remove that, maybe put this in instead. Do I think the rates will increase for new legends? No. The rates have been consistent for a while, and like one of the biggest changes we got with during Yoshi's leadership was the change to 0.5% rate for debut legends, and it's been a good thing for the game. It was way lower before that. So sure, would be nice if it was higher, but I think most agree it's at least on a good baseline now. I think there are other things they can improve than rates of getting specific legends. I think step-ups is a way bigger problem than that. Also, the availability of some limited legends is also a problem. Magma Kaido is a great captain, mostly because Tobiropo is built to be used with Magma Kaido. So they have some natural synergy together. There are probably other captains you can use, but yeah, you won't get that perfect synergy. Magma Kaido is just great damage overall. Still trying to fiddle with my capture card a bit. Sometimes it is like this, but I think it's a bit too much right now. So let me try and move around the cables and see if that helps. Okay, let's keep it like this for a while. Well, firstly, we don't even know if Yoshi is in charge anymore, since he hasn't appeared in a while. And then it's not like he makes the money, he just tries to make his bosses happy. Make the game as profitable as possible. But yeah, first half hour gone. We've done 20 levels so far, but we also haven't... We also spent a lot of time doing other things, mainly using potions, so... Yeah, we'll be able to get pretty high now until work. I'll be playing for like 2 hours more or something. I also need to eat some breakfast and stuff. Are you excited for JP? Sure, it's the biggest event of the year. So yeah, I look forward to see what happens. And going to be fun to see some big excitement for the game. We will get a law legend, we'll see. People thought we'd get a law legend for global Annie and we didn't get it, so yeah. We'll probably get that female law eventually. Doesn't feel like an Annie unit though, but we'll see. But since it's the 10th anniversary, it's hard to guess, like, will they do something special in a batch, like some celebratory batch? Or will they focus on the current arc in Egghead, which been the case for the last few Annies? It's definitely, you definitely don't need the boosters for the 3-star strat. The only thing that matters is, do you have enough potions and are you happy with using those potions? And I guess also, do you have the potential of doing 999 billion? And if you can't do it, do you have people who can help you in your alliance? Those are basically the things you have to think about. And due to this stage with the revive, a lot of people might need help, since building for revive is harder than just building for doing 909 billion in one single turn. Now you have to do 909 billion in one turn, and the next turn you have to be able to still do like 200 billion, which is still a lot of damage. You can't do that if you lose most of the buffs. No, Toberopo and Hawkins are just ticket boosters since I have them. If you don't have them, you don't really need to care. Like, sure, using Toberopo Friend Captain is nice for extra tickets, but the ticket gain is so small. So if I didn't have them, I probably wouldn't go for it. Like, if you have Hawkins, just use double Hawkins in the beginning, as long as you can, and then, yeah, just drop him, basically. Do you prefer Bonnie Legend or Lilith? Hard question. Both are pretty interesting. I think Lilith isn't as interesting as she could have been. Bonnie is very interesting, but mostly as cap. And how viable is that long term is the question. Super Boss does not count towards ranking. So Super Boss is just for the team ranking and to get some extra tickets, of course. Capture card got a bit better here, still dropping from time to time, but if it's just time for sometimes it's fine by me. Hello there, Francisco Baez, welcome. Going to stream this until I get to work. And then after work I will probably stream a bit more. For this Kizuna I actually have the opportunity to stream a bit. So might be streams 3 days in a row. We'll see. In the weekend no streams though. It's going fine. Still a bit tired. I'm not used to waking up this early. It's not unusual for me to wake up at 5 AM though, which is an hour later, so in like 20 minutes. But that extra hour for waking up early makes a difference. How did you gather all potions? Well, I buy all of the potions every month. And yeah, that does sound whale to some, and like I'm not as big of a spender as some others, like definitely not a low spender, but it means that when I plan my monthly spending, I always know that some of the spending I'll do will be during Kizuna, just to get both gems and potions. Yeah, that's fine, Francisco. Good luck. I'm still at the brainless part of the grind, so yeah, basically I just want to get to the cap as soon as possible, find my teams for the cap, and then just mindlessly farm. Luckily for me, I probably don't have to figure out a team for this. I'm sure friends of mine will, who will play faster than me, since I have less time to play than them. Honestly, like, I love team building in this game, but building for max damage is not my strong suit, and I don't really think it's that fun either. But I know some people think that's super fun, so shoutouts to them. But it's not my strong suit. I prefer the puzzle aspect of team building, like making things come together. And building for max damage is also a puzzle, but a different kind of puzzle. And yeah, it's been going well with the capture card, but now it's starting to act like a baby again. I honestly don't know what the problem is. Is it the card? Is it the HDMI cable? Is it my iPad connecting? But I've not noticed any other weird things with my iPad. Like when I charge or something, I don't have issues then, so I don't think that's the case. Going to see if I can help a friend here. As said, long term, I need to help my friends too, so I can raise my damage output, since you get points when helping friends that increase your stats. So if I see the chance, I'll help some of my alliance teammates, and when I'm at work, I will try and put up some assists so they can help me. So during the stream, I won't really give assist to my friends. That will be later. Yeah, like I know that the capture card that I use is mainly used for like consoles, Switch, Xbox, stuff like that. And it does give very good quality, but of course the main issue I'm having is the disconnects. But sometimes I don't get any disconnects at all, sometimes they happen all the time. So I feel like it should be the cable. I should try and find another HDMI cable to test. Is that a 1v all team for 3-star? Sure, in the beginning, but it won't work for that long. It will work the first 100-ish levels, then we have to start playing for real. And like, the next 100 levels are not that hard either, it's just that the enemy has a bit more HP, so you just can't rely on wave clear. Yeah, I like a lot of parts of the 6+ Arlen crew, artwork, unit in general. So I look forward to trying them, making some new Luffy 2 teams. Is S-Hawk worth chasing? Sure, like, they are the by far best PvP unit in the game. Like, even at level 99, they are incredibly good. Of course, if you are able to invest so they get even higher level, they get better and better. Feels bad, quit talk. That's unfortunate, Chava. Sorsani is really good, but you can make good slasher teams without them. Yeah, it will be a long Kizuna, but like I have experience of doing this. 2 months ago, I did 900 runs plus against 3-star, and I did have a lot of extra time left, so I could have done more then. So I'm not exactly worried. The small worry right now is the 3-star with revive, but I'm confident we'll be able to make a good team for that. And if none of my friends figure it out, I guess I have to spend some time doing it, but yeah. Worst case scenario, I'm in a try-hard alliance where most people are doing this strat, so we can help each other. Will be a bit slower, but what can you do? My main issue last time I did 3-star strat was I was in a less try-hard alliance then, and most people couldn't help me, but this time most people will be able to help me if needed. But I also think I will need less help since, well, we already have teams that work, the stump teams, which will work for 2 out of 3 of these. Just need to figure out the revive variant. I'm just happy it's against int that revive is, because Sai has a lot of options as a color to do a lot of damage. Like, Gear 5 probably good. The problem is it's just 1 turn buffs. For this revive you will need 2 turns. Not saying Gear 5 won't be the best here, but just need to figure out a good way to handle that stage. But thinking logically, against 200 billion, like, you can get away with 1 or 2 buffs less, potentially. So you could get away with Gear 5 buff running out, as long as you keep the other buffs. So yeah, just need to build it together, the team. Another option is trying to fit a team slot for extending buffs, but that's also hard. Yeah, honestly, I'm not ready to think about that yet. I'm hoping the problem solves itself by other people building a team. Right now I don't have much motivation to build, but once we get there, the motivation will probably increase. Like, short term, my plan is basically ignore the revive, play like planned, and when I reach that part when I have to care, hopefully someone has made a team. Otherwise, I will play like normal. I'll just use Stump's team for everything. Send assist for the revive, and while people do the assist, try and work on building a new team for it if I need to. So yeah, I don't want to waste brain power on team building that right now. Yeah, like the 15 star at least, I've heard is really hard. I have no clue about the 10 star difficulty. But yeah, ironically, 3 star, once you hit the cap, is basically what people want from Super Boss. Basically, no mechanics at all. It's all about building for damage. So yeah, it's just pretty fun. It works out like that. Jonathan Chia asks, only farm 3-star if you have a lot of potion, right? That is correct. I think what I've heard before is at least 30 potions to make it viable. I'd say you want a lot more than that, and if you care about ranking high, say top 10, you need a lot more. Like if you want to go for top 10, I'd say don't even try unless you have 100 potions. Top 10 in your group, I mean, in World Cruise. But as said, you have to take other things into consideration, like, do you think you'll be able to do 909 billion damage against all colors? And if you don't, do you think you have teammates who can help you? If the questions to either of those is no, it's probably not worth it either, because then you just get stuck when you reach the cap. I think I answered a bit of that, your question, Marcus, now, but like what I've heard is 30 potions is the cutoff, but in my personal experience, you want more than that for it to really be worthwhile, I said. Yeah, I think I've heard 22 as well, but I'm not sure I believe that math entirely. Yeah, my alliance teammates are talking about the revive. It's obviously the big talking point this Kizuna for those of us doing the 3-star strat, because it's the only thing that hasn't gone to plan. And the thing we're talking about right now is like, what happens when we do assists with the revive? Like, my guess is that we'll get 1 HP with the assist, and then when we kill the 1 HP we get a revive, which is like a normal revive. It won't be 20% of 1 HP, so 1 HP, but it will be 20% of 909 billion later. So that's my guess, but they're going to test that, so we don't even have to guess, they'll figure that out. Shoutouts to Two Shanks, who is not only like a top 5 grinder, but he's also one of the smartest people in the community as well. So yeah, really, like some people just are blessed, like some others aren't. Like I would never be able to beat Two Shanks in a 1v1 grind. And I wouldn't be able to do half the things he can do, like making calcs and docs and everything. Like he's quite a has quite a skill set, so to say. I think some will say it's wasted on OPTC, but yeah, people do what they like. No judgments. When it says drastically reduces damage, it depends what the context is spatial. Like, is it 10 star or 15 star or... what rank are you going for? I like to get number 1 in Robin for Kizuna. We'll see if it's possible. I did it last year. Will be harder now with the 3-star strat, since more people will be able to go very hard. Oh, Barto. Yeah, that's very high. What was it? It's like 97%, I think, damage reduction, if I'm not mistaken. So you're going to survive most things with that. Is 3-star good for getting tickets? Not really. Like, I think once you get to 1000 runs, it's pretty good. But yeah, 10-star is better for that. But as I said, with 10-star, like, once you hit the cap, you're not going to be doing much more. So, like, the main thing you'll get tickets from is from the super boss. Thank you, Francisco. I don't think I will get number 1, but we will see. Like, overall, we see, I do not expect number 1. I think Sonys has that locked in, but it's fine. But I still want to get as high as possible. Like, getting 2nd place 2 years in a row, for example, will be really cool. I'd have 2 2nd place Robins to showcase. And yeah, the question now is, like, do I reset the Togeropo? Yeah, I guess I do. Small break as well. Like, it's not a big deal with resetting Togeropo. It's not a lot of extra tickets, but might as well do it. Like, it's not like we have a rush with Kizuna. Yeah, top 50 will probably be rough. Good luck. If I had to guess, 60-70 pots for top 50, but that's just a guess. I might be way off there. Like, this is not a normal Kizuna. Like, if you want to get top 50, you probably want a 3-star strat. I don't think it will be hard with 10-star. Well, we definitely will have some 10-star in top 50, I presume. Otherwise, there are a ton of people going for this strat. It's going to be interesting to see if any JP people goes for this. The thing is that the JP grinders are not dumb. It's very easy to figure out who uses 3-star strat or not. So yeah, if you're well known in the JP scene and try to hide doing 3-star, like, you will get caught. There's no hiding going for it. For Roll Cruise, GT main, Super Boss is literally useless for ranking. Only thing that matters is the solo ranking, which is 3-star, 7-star, 10-star, but yeah, nobody does 7-star. Yeah, I will show all teams. Like, I showcased in my video yesterday my initial plans. But I can't say I spent a lot of time ahead of the Kizuna. Like I dislike building for Kizuna in general. But like, my idea has always been like, yeah, way clear in the beginning, then have some transition team, and then move on to the team's stump mate, see if I like them. Maybe change to other teams if people make other good teams. Stuff like that. But yeah, as I said, I do plan to stream quite a bit in the beginning of the Kizuna. So probably stream a bit after work today, after work tomorrow, and after work on Friday. That's my current plan. We'll see if I can do it. Going to do an assist for a teammate after this, I think. One of the Americans in my team is going to sleep. Yeah, I'll do that one. Yeah, Kizuna is pretty fast, and like one level in Kizuna is not comparable to one level in Treasure Map. Like you can do like 3-4 Kizuna runs in that time, so getting to 1000 for example is not that rough. Yeah, midnight in the US, yes. It's rough for Americans with start of events and end time of events. We had that for Europe before we synced with JP. That was a great change for us in Europe. Yeah, like we are using JP times now, which was designed for JP, so there are some differences between JP and global though. New Day is not the same, for example. JP New Day is like 6 hours after global, I think, something like that. Yeah, nothing you can affect, it's just about adapting. Yeah, sounds about right, Quitak. I've never played JP, but I've heard along the way, basically. Yeah, JP definitely has an advantage there in loading times. Korea as well, which of course is a bigger issue for global since we compete more often with Koreans, but as far as I know, Koreans are not as fast as JP, but still faster than global. But it adds up. It adds up. Yeah, just move to Japan. I think I'm good actually, like, well, I do know Japanese, so moving to Japan will be easier for me, but yeah, I have no interest in moving anywhere to be honest. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like I was wrong. So if you die to the boss after the revive, they revive at the current percentage at the revive. So I presume they don't revive then for the assist. So that's good actually. Will you do any super boss? No, I won't be doing any super boss until I am done with my solo farm. So that's going to take a while, like I'm going to be doing well over 1000 runs probably. So after that, if I have time, I will help with super boss. But until then, I just want to make sure I finish my own farming. Yeah, like, it's pretty important to try and actively handle your alliances, so if you feel like it's going downhill, trying to find a new one, stuff like that. But if you play on the JP server, that's harder, of course. Well, I'm in the lucky group of players who don't really have to think about alliance. Like, basically I can be in almost any alliance I want, since most people want me. Like, obviously, we've well established that I'm not a top 10 player, or probably not even a top 20 player in current skill, but you can't really realistically fit, say, 10 top 20 players in a team. You will need some others, even if you have like the best team. So with that logic in mind, I'm a big asset to basically any team. For example, people from AF have tried to recruit me quite a few times over the years, and I always say no. And the main reason for that is not that I dislike many of them, which is factual. I don't like many of them. The main reason is that I think it's boring to be in the #1 team. Like in football, for example. Like, one of my best football memories is Greece winning the European Championships, because it was such an underdog story. So, yeah, rather than winning every month, it's more fun to win a few times and beat the ones everybody expects to win. That's at least my approach. The AF rabbit hole goes deep. And yeah, let's just say that it's not a coincidence that most alliances don't want anything to do with them. Like, before, all the big alliances was together in the German server talking, but it always devolved into drama, and the drama was always AF on one side, everybody else on another side. So yeah, right now, basically all big alliances other than AF are now together in their own Discord talking. Yeah, like, among the small community that farms very hard, they are definitely not well liked. Another issue with them is that they like to try and poach players. And, like, personally, I don't care if people join AF, like, they are free to do that. My main issue is that many who join AF, like, become, like, many of the people in AF, so pretty annoying people. So, not going to name names, but I know a player who was in a long time in one of the other big alliances and joined AF, and that obviously made him sad. But they stayed friends, he was allowed to stay in the Discord, stuff like that. But then eventually he started participating in behavior that, yeah, just wasn't very cool, but that AF is famous for. So in the end, they felt like, yeah, he can't stay in our Discord. And personally, that made me very happy. Like, it's pretty sad, but like, knowing that there was one person in this Discord that is also in AF made me pretty uncomfortable to talk about certain stuff. As I've been said, yes, many times people from AF have asked me to join. We've been joking a bit about that since, like, if I were to join AF, for example, I think they'd basically have to make a new server, because removing every bad thing they've said about me in their Discord will probably take too much effort. So they'd probably save a lot of time just making a new Discord if I joined, so they don't have to clean up all of the bad things they've said. Like, I've seen some pictures shared with me, and it's not just from like AF server, they have like other servers and stuff, like the German community. And it's pretty disgusting. There's a ton of like pedo jokes and such. I guess that's an open goal, like male teacher, just make pedo jokes, basically. It's very immature. I don't really care, it's just sad. Like, my grievances with AF, I always try and be factual, like this is what I dislike, stuff like that. But yeah, it's just immature on the other end. And I want to say it's not all of them, and it's not just AF people, even if I think it's mostly German people. But of course not all Germans either. But yeah, it's very childish. But yeah, I want to stress again, not all AF people, but definitely some of them, and I've seen some picture proof of it as well. And like, that's also one thing, like, when they ask me to join sometimes, it's like I'm never going to join an alliance who basically acts like that. And the sad thing is that if I were to join, that will instantly stop, because then I'm one of them, and they are like, they don't have any pride like that. Like, if you're one of them, you're one of them. All of that stops. Is, yeah, it doesn't sit well with me. But yeah, my main issues with them have mostly been like bad competitive behavior. But yeah, there are some people in the AF I like a lot, that I like. For example, we have Caesar Waldo. He was in Pig Squad with me, my own alliance, for the duration I was there. He only left Pig Squad because I left, and I ended up going to Passione. He ended up going to AF, and he's done really well there, so I think that was a great change for him. And we don't really talk a lot, but yeah. I also think someone like Rissy, the #1 in Bounty, AF was very good for him. Like, he was pretty uncontrolled. He's still pretty uncontrolled. I do like that side of him, but he's been able to maximize his performances since joining AF, so that's good for him. Bundesnoob has obviously been doing really well as well. But he's also one of those guys who never talk. Like, I've never seen Bundesnoob talk at all. So that's pretty cool. We have a regular in my Discord who has also joined AF, Revo, and he also seems to still be pretty cool. So, yeah. Yeah, like, competitive community in general would probably be better if people didn't talk as much, but I guess I'm part of that particular problem. But yeah, the competitive community has had tons of drama over the years. One event that made a lot of people not want to deal with AF anymore was actually what happened last World Cruise. And I've said this story before, but we can do it again. And basically, I could have got first in Robin last year. Like with 1 hour left, I was very close to the JP player who finished first in Robin. And I couldn't do any more. I was first in Robin. The only thing that could happen was that someone passed the JP player in the rankings. And this was possible because a member of AF was just behind, just needed to do one run on any difficulty, and they will pass the JP player and let me finish first. And yeah, I actually asked very nicely because I had to. I didn't expect anything. But let's just say that the response I got was very BS in a public Discord. And a lot of other Alliance members thought that was just poor sportsmanship. Because this wasn't like an Alliance versus Alliance competition. This was a personal competition. The person just happened to be in AF. And I did ask very nicely. I know we didn't have the best history, so I didn't expect anything. But the thing that made people upset was that the reply was just so childish. And a lot of the other AF members joined in, basically. And after that, a lot of people were like, yeah, we're not dealing with this anymore. So there was a big exodus from that server and stuff like that. See, I'm not really salty about that myself, but I can see why others thought that was pretty bad manners, and I think so too. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. One thing I will say though is that AF is a bit more chill now, at least after their big leader has quit. So that's a nice thing at least. Okay, with level 50, so we're halfway to 100. And still quite a bit of time to play. The more we can do now, the better. What is my favorite anime other than One Piece? The word anime makes it hard, since I don't watch a lot of anime, at least not regularly, but manga. Lots of manga I like. But if we narrow it down to manga I read weekly, basically I mostly stay to the Manga Plus app, since that's just a convenience thing. So I follow quite a few manga in Manga Plus. What are my favorites? Akane Banashi is really good. Read that weekly. I look forward to it every week. One of the first things I read. I also love the badminton, basketball, romantic series. I always forget the name. But I like that as well. Read that every week. What more do I read every week? Yeah, Blue Box. Blue Box it's called. I like that a lot. It's a good series. I know there's more series I read weekly. Oh yeah, I read that new golf manga as well. It's really good. I hope they continue it. I love sports manga. And this is the best sports manga I've read in a while. And it's still only been a few chapters. So yeah, I have a lot of expectations. I really like the protagonist. He's like the lazy kind who's never tried to do anything in his life. He's never felt like he's good at anything. And then he gets hooked on golf. And yeah, it turns out he's like a prodigy for that particular sport. So it's really interesting. Don't remember the name though. But yeah, all of the manga I'm mentioning is from Manga Plus, so you can read them for free. So I mostly read that. Other manga I've read weekly before but kind of fallen off, stuff like Detective Conan. I should really catch up there. I love that series. Also One Punch Man, but One Punch Man is also a bit weird to follow since the author wants to change the canon quite frequently, so it's better to just catch up on that after a while. Where am I from? I'm from Sweden. They also dropped a football manga on Manga Plus that's been running in like Young Jump or whatever it's called. So they dropped like the first 50 chapters at once. And I must say that football manga, Catenaccio it's called, so good. Like that was amazing. Like often in sports manga, in team sports, you focus on the glory, the offense. But here the protagonist is a defensive player, a center back basically, with a very weird personality. This is the weirdest main character I've seen in any manga. Like, it's not the weirdest character I've seen, but as a main character, incredibly weird. And it's not like a prodigy or anything either. The only prodigy about him is his work ethic. And they really managed to play it well with like classic Italian football values, stuff like that. So yeah, I really look forward. Like, it's a monthly manga, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I just fell in love with that manga. That was one of the coolest sports manga I've ever read. So I can't wait to see what happens in that manga. As for my favorite sports manga of all time, easily, with no competition, Baby Steps. Baby Steps is an amazing manga. Tennis manga with like a protagonist who don't really care about sport at all. Just wants to study for no reason. He's just done that all his life. And then he ends up trying out tennis and falling in love with it. And it does follow his quest to getting good. And there's also a lot of good relationship stuff in that. And the main sad part about Baby Steps is that when it really was peaking, like when this boy you follow from being in like high school in Japan, he builds up so he's able to start challenging in like Grand Slam tournaments. And when you get to that point, the manga gets axed. Like I'm not a manly kind of man, but I don't really cry a lot either. But I really cried like a baby when I learned it got axed. Like that's one of the really sad parts of like my manga life, at least. And even thinking about it now, I feel really bad about it. I don't think I've even reread it since it got axed. I should do that, but it's just sad when you get to the really good parts and you know it's getting axed soon. So yeah, that really sucks still. Slam Dunk, also incredibly good, of course. A lot better than Kuroko, no basket. Even if that's also okay. But Kuroko ends up being a bit too much. Prince of Tennis with like superhuman abilities. It's a bit too much. Yeah, Slam Dunk is really good. I've reread it like 5 times. I heard the movie is also good. I should watch it, but the movie is just an adaptation of the end of the manga. What I would really like with Slam Dunk was if they made like a follow-up season. Like just make up what happens next. That would be super cool. Don't think it's happening though. I know a lot of people like that volleyball manga as well, Haikyuu. Not my biggest favorite, but it's definitely worth reading. But yeah, I've read basically every sports manga there is. I love sports manga. I haven't watched that football anime though, don't remember the name, I should do that. I've heard the receptions to it are pretty mixed. If you love sports manga so much, how do you find OPTC? Well, I don't only love sports manga, but the difference between sports manga and others is that I like most sports manga. Yeah, Blue Lock, I haven't seen that, I should see it. I've heard some people like it, some don't. But yeah, One Piece is like my favorite manga, so yeah, finding OPTC was pretty natural. I will say that the way I found OPTC is pretty funny. Ganesh, no, I don't plan to make a 10-star team this time. World Cruise is a bit special. Next month it will be back to usual. Captain Tsubasa, sure. But yeah, the way I found OPTC, basically, before OPTC, I was playing Fire Emblem Heroes, which was my first gacha game. And one of my best friends in the Fire Emblem Heroes Discord was also playing OPTC. He never really played. He never really talked about it. But the reason he started talking about OPTC was because of Gem Valley, and if you don't know, Gem Valley was a big bug that happened during New Year, like 3 years ago at this point. And yeah, you could just spam getting free gems, basically. It was an incredibly big bug, even by gacha standards, so it got famous outside of OPTC circles. And we talked so much about it, so in the end it was like, I'll give this game a go. I like One Piece, so he was like my mentor as well. He helped me in the beginning. And yeah, in the end I started liking OPTC more than Fire Emblem Heroes. Like, I was never even good at Fire Emblem Heroes. I was like just committed. Do you play any sport? When I was young, I really liked Prince of Tennis, and that got me to start playing tennis, so yeah, tennis is the only sport I've started to play because of manga. I don't do any sports anymore, except for like bicycle, but that's more a matter of convenience to get to work, stuff like that. I do swim too, and I've seen that swimming anime that is very popular among girls with all of the cute boys, which was a very good one. But no, I don't swim because of manga either. It's purely for health reason. It's 4.5 years now. Time goes fast. But yeah, I started OPTC a bit after Game Valley, basically. I started OPTC during the final day of Treasure Map Smoker. I actually remember that since I wasn't able to finish him in time. I wasn't able to even promote from East Blue. I had to do that the next treasure map, which was Blackbeard. And the Blackbeard treasure map is when I learned how Limit Break works. And then the treasure map after that was the Hawkins treasure map with V1 Kaido release during Global Annie, which is when I got out of the Grand Line to New World. And since then I've been in New World. Yeah, tennis is very fun, but very hard. Let's see if I can help some Alliance teammates. Sure. I see that Nitro Sage posted some accessible teams with Tobiropo Friend Captain. So if you're looking for teams, look up Nitro Sage. Like, all of you in chat should already be subscribed to Nitro Sage, I feel like. But in case you aren't, do check him out. When does this 3-star strat get challenging? Around level 250 plus, something like that, maybe a bit later. At like level 357, that's when you hit the cap, and that's when you have to do 909 billion damage every run. So yeah, goal is to try and get there today. We'll see if I can do that. Like, I have some work today too. This is the day I worked the least, at least. So, yeah. I aim to hit the cap today. We'll see how far I can get before work. There's still a bit of time left. I'll be able to play for at least 80 minutes more. Why is 3-star better than 10-star? Because both, when you hit the cap at 3-star, so you get 909 billion damage, you get as much points from 3-star as 10-star and 15-star, but you have the 3-star mechanics, which is basically nothing. So it's a lot easier to make teams against 10-star once you hit max cap of 999 billion. It's really hard to make teams. Like, even doing 500 billion damage can be hard. Another advantage with 3-star is, of course, that it's a lot cheaper with tokens as well. Each run is cheaper. No, Francisco, you need to commit to one. It's a waste to change between them. If you commit to 3-star, just do 3-star. If you commit to 10-star, just do 10-star. There is basically no benefit to changing between them. And yes, Shinux, the buffs and debuffs don't change with 3-star. My Alliance teammates reminded me of the bug I had last Kizuna. It still annoys me so much when I think about it. And I haven't heard many others getting it, so we'll see if I continue getting it. I don't know what caused it. But basically some rounds I had no friend boost. And if I got that during my dex rounds, I didn't do enough damage. Super frustrating. So we'll see if that happens to me again. Or if it's more widespread and not only me, I don't know. Shinux, I think some will definitely find 3-star fun. It's basically what people want Super Boss to be. Once you get to that very high damage, because you only have to build for high damage and not really care about debuffs, so... yeah, that's basically what people want from Super Boss. Going to try and grab a bit more coffee. I'm just going to get this started. One thing I'm doing a lot right now is following the quest to beat all Mario Maker 1 levels. I've been following it for a long time. And before that I was watching a lot of Mario Maker 2 0%. And I will continue to watch that after Mario Maker 1 is done. Mario Maker is down to one final level, trimming the herbs. So it's been fun to watch the progress, and there's going to be more progress. I doubt that level is getting cleared this week. So it's just fun seeing so many people try and master this level and making slow progress to get better. And it's going to be insane when it gets cleared eventually. So I follow that a lot. I like my coffee dark, no sugar. Same. I started drinking coffee quite late in my life. And my friend convinced me to just learn to do it. And I decided to learn to like dark coffee because I can't bother with putting stuff in it. Like having to find milk, having to find sugar. Like if you don't have it, like it's going to suck. So yeah, I only drink dark coffee with nothing in it. Do you think everyone should do 3-star strat instead of 10-star? No. And that's not only for selfish reasons. I can repeat what I said before, but if you want to do 3 stars first, you need the potions. I'd say that for it to be really worth during World Cruise, you want at least 50 potions to use. Even more than that, if you want top 10, in World Cruise in your alliance, we're talking probably 100 potions. Then, even then, it might not be worth it, because then the advantage to 3 star is that you can easier do 909 billion damage. But if you can't do that, then that's also a big red flag. Can still be worth it if you can do decent damage and you have friends to help you. But thirdly, like, if you don't have friends who can help you in your alliance, it's also not worth it. So yeah, you need to just really see what the case is for you. Exactly 49, well, it's up to you. Like, just don't expect to get top 10 or anything. Like, maybe you can get top 50 with that. You probably should be able to, but I can't promise. Like, this is a highly unusual situation. We've seen in both Power Rumble and Treasure Map that we're breaking all kinds of records. So yeah, it's really hard to say what will be required to hit different thresholds, and it will be different in different groups. It looks like we have some JP and Korean cheaters on the leaderboard. Number 1 overall right now in Robin has 2.2 million points. Second place has 500,000 points. Yeah, I don't think that's very realistic, so most likely a cheat. Then in Zoro, Max is also 2.5 times second place, 800,000. But of course, the front runners in the beginning use the 10-star strat, and as said, 10-star strat is not going to be able to compete long-term in Kizuna. I feel pretty confident saying that there will probably be no 10-star in the top 10. That might not be accurate, like, it depends a bit about the people, how they've been allocated. Like, wouldn't surprise me if an alliance like Zoro that looks like, or a group like Zoro doesn't seem to have a lot of dedicated players, that some JP players can sneak into the top 10 there, for example. Yeah, they are pretty consistent with banning cheaters in Kizuna, especially the higher rank ones. So I wouldn't worry about that. Just gonna see if anyone is playing Trimming the Herbs right now. Koes XD is. I've seen him play a lot. Let's see who else is playing. He's the only really good one playing. Soon level 69. The big one. You can probably find an Alliance Terrans. I can't help you, sadly. Hello, how can I skip the poster pop-up in Kizuna? Let me see if I can help you. They usually post that in the subreddit Discord, how to do it. Let me search here. I can try and post it. Okay. Let me copy paste this. Posting so I can help when I'm here. Trying to play while typing. Ganesh part 2 will probably be this week. I got it recorded. It's not a big difference, but okay, there you go, Venom. Try and follow that, and it should fix itself. Shoutouts to El Chado in the subreddit Discord server for posting that every month. Otherwise, I'd probably forget about it. He makes sure I remember that's a thing. Need to remember to try and help a friend after this. And the main reason we help friends in the beginning is to just build up that friend boost. I'm going to help building friend boost when I'm at work, at every time I can. I'm going to put up an assist that my friends can beat. That way I also make some own progress while being at work. Will be slow, but good value anyway, because you need to build up that friend boost anyway for later. Oops. Let's see if we have a friend here we can help. We'll do Envenom. Or is Envenom in my alliance? I don't know if he changed for this one. Yeah, he changed. Okay. I think we have 2 Shanks since he's American. So he'll probably go to sleep eventually. I won't help him too much though, because 2 Shanks is one of those big min-maxers, so we'll just get max friends naturally anyway. Bye, Francisco. Have a good day. How much HP the boss is at already? Well, as you see, I still kill with Roger in one hit, so the boss is below 1.5 million HP, so basically nothing. It goes really slow in the beginning, then it will start going faster eventually. Basically, a bit after level 100, I won't be able to rely on Roger and Wiper anymore. Then I just start playing a bit more normally, but the damage is still very low, so I don't need to use a lot of specials or something, but I need to at least tap to kill. And then when we get about 250 or something, I need to run a bit more optimized teams. Did you ever lose the Kizuna points? Well, I guess you mean the Kizuna currency. Sometimes, but there's not a lot for us established players to buy. So I got quite a few of the Kizuna tickets. There is a big benefit to 3-star. I said it before, but basically, no matter the difficulty you use, you end up in the same place. The HP can't go below 999 billion HP. So not million, billion. That's the max for 3-star, 10-star, 15-star. And once you reach the max, you get the same points for all difficulties. The only difference then is the mechanics. And 3-star has like no mechanics, so it's a lot easier to build a team. And it's also cheaper to do 3-star, like the cost for doing a 3-star run remains static, so it's very cheap to do those runs by the end as well. So for this Kizuna, there's going to be a lot of people doing over 1000 runs in Kizuna, and they will all be doing 3-star. And basically the way it works is that people doing 10-star just can't compete with people doing enough 3-star runs. So the top of the leaderboard will be full of people doing 3-star. But yeah, in the beginning, 10-star people will be above. But yeah, to do the 3-star strat, you do need a lot of potions. I'd say at least 30 for it to really be worth. But during this world cruise, if you want some ranking, you're going to need a lot more than that. But of course it depends on what your ranking you want as well. It's really hard to predict what you will actually need as well. How many potions do you have? I started this Kizuna with 161 potions. And I'm willing to use all of them. I won't if I don't have to, but we will see. Yeah, honestly I'm not sure what will be needed for top 500, but it's really hard since I never ranked that low, and even compared to all older ones, like this will be more competitive than that. I don't really get bored from ranking. Like if I only did ranking, I'd probably get bored, but I'm pretty good at doing other stuff. So like now when I don't have anyone in my chat posting, I check other chats and stuff. And if I'm not streaming at all, I can also watch videos, stuff like that. So I keep myself entertained. Up to you, J-Man. It depends like your long-term plans. Like, do you have an alliance who wants to go hard in a future specific Kizuna? Or do you not? Stuff like that. Like 3-star strat might not work forever either, so yeah. Yeah, for many people that will be the barrier. I'm not really worried. Only thing I'm worried about is that variation with the revive, of course, this one. But I think I will be able to build a variation for it. Maybe not all my teammates and other people. But I guess that will give me an advantage, which is not too bad. If you're just going to level 100, then 3-star is not worth. For 3-star to be really worth, you want to get towards the cap, up towards the level 350. There's probably some cutoff earlier than that still makes 3-star worth, but yeah, 100 rounds, not worth 3-star, I'd say. One 171 rounds? Well, I'll take your word for it. Sounds good, J-Man, yeah. If it still works in the future, like, you can definitely try and get a first place in Kizuna. Probably not during JPN, but maybe the summer Super Boss, something like that. Or just a normal Kizuna, but I don't think there's any individual ranking. Maybe there is. My hair is really bad when I wake up. I think I'm going to make some breakfast soon. For this Kizuna, I'm actually going to do some cereals. I haven't had cereals for breakfast for so long, so it's going to be interesting to do that for a few days. I used to eat cereal for breakfast every day before, but I stopped since cereal isn't the best, but yeah. I'll do a small revival. Yeah, that's my plan as well. J-Man not pulling until anniversary, basically. Well, I will call it no pull April, but I hope to not do much more than that. But yeah, pretty good morning session. We're doing our 100 levels. For the rest of the day, I really hope I can hit the cap, get to level 357. That's my goal for day 1. Sets me up for the rest of the event. Oh, as you see, we hit the point where Roger isn't enough, so soon we have to change teams. Yeah, we'll see. Last April, the only hype thing we got was Legend Apu for PvP, and I still don't have Apu, so we'll see if something like that happens again. Oh yeah, don't kill in one hit anymore, need to pay attention. Does HP cut work? No, because there's the blow away immunity thingy, or there's also a specific immunity to like HP cuts and stuff. And there's also normal attacks only in some, so I still think Apu is really good, but obviously only against very side-focused teams. And those are not super common now. But I probably prefer to use Int against Free Spirit and side-focused teams rather than Slasher. Mainly due to that law, which is pretty annoying. I should look at assists. Do I have any teammates? Only the same ones. I guess we do Ellis then. That's cool, Drew. I haven't really been watching the anime a lot, but I hear it's pretty good right now with the new arc in terms of effort. I've heard it slow down as well though, but that's only natural in order to not catch up. Hello there, Zombie Slayer. It's good. I'm going to need to get some breakfast soon. Won't be playing for that much longer. Max 40 minutes more, I'd say, on stream. After that, I will continue playing until I go to work. And then at work, I will just sporadically put up assists for my teammates. Maybe play a bit during my lunch break. But yeah, I got a short day at work today, so I will be able to get a lot of work done in the Kizuna. I really want to hit the 909 billion day one so that I can just mindlessly grind after that. Yeah, this won't work for that much longer. HP is going up fast now. But yeah, I got the next team prepared. And that should work well into the 200s until HP gets too high. Let me try and get some breakfast. I'm kind of split on that, because it's not optimal. Like if I eat breakfast after stream, I can continue playing while making breakfast. Otherwise I have to take a small break. So I think we'll try and get to level 100 at least. And then I can end stream probably. So I basically done the first 100 levels live. And then I will stream a bit after work too. Maybe we can even stream the transition from when we have to do some more damage, stuff like that. Yeah, we soon can't kill this anymore. So I guess we'll be trying out the new teams before I end the stream. Like, it's not any revolutionary teams or anything, but I guess it's good to figure them out. Okay, 2.4 million, so we can still kill in 2 specials, but we're soon passing that, maybe after this run. So I guess we'll change teams then. Okay, let's see if we need to change teams now. Yep, it's time. So we're going to change to this one. I guess. We'll see if I need to make any changes. And I'm going to change to all of them. And this one I will change to the old one in case I make assists. And this one we change to. So finally something new happens, I guess. But I won't be doing that many more runs until I end the stream. We're definitely getting to 100. Now I have to change to time, so I can just run my own friend captain. Okay. So I still optimize tickets in the beginning, but in the end we of course have to drop a Tobiropo. And in the end we won't use any booster. And in the end we might have to drop Zoro as well, of course. Another advantage with 3-star, of course, is that stage 2 is free forever. Let's see if he can get away with just using Tobiropo special for a while. I probably want to add a def up removing support to this variation. Need to make a mental note of that. Or maybe I just use Kaido's EX. Well, we'll have to do some testing, see what makes sense. I think we'll just do that for a while. Just need to remember to add that def up remover to that one variant. So yeah, this will work for quite some time. And then we just increase the specials we use as the HP gets higher. Also, thank to all 40 people of you watching at this early hour. Very cool. Chat pretty dead now, but it's fine. We're getting to that level 100 at least, before I get some breakfast. Let me do an assist too as well. Let's see if we have some new one. I don't want to do too many for 2 shanks, so we'll naturally get to level 3, so. So I'll just focus on doing runs for now. And I'll help more later when there's some other people playing. Oh yeah, this was the one I was supposed to add a def up support. I'll try to remember to do it after this run. Like, we still do enough damage, it doesn't matter. Understandable, J-Man. Thanks for having been with us. It's a shame that Toberopa special isn't the fastest, but whatever. It makes the most sense to use it since 2 of the variations has damage reduction, and they do remove that with their special and add damage, so it's the logical special to use in the beginning. Okay, let's add the Brook here. I can't spell. Sora doesn't have that. I'm surprised. I was sure it did. No. Okay, we put it on Kaido then. We can do... No, not that one. Okay, this one works. I think. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't think stage 2 had that, but maybe it did. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still happy to have the first 100 runs done. Like, it's something you just have to do. Sadly, the upcoming 100 plus runs won't be exciting either. So those are also runs you just have to do. But we're getting them done today at least, so that's going to be chill. Yoshi Evil. This is basically just a filler team that will last me quite a bit. This won't work forever. So there's a lot of replacements for this for 3-star. For sure. But you're doing the 3-star challenge because 3-star is by far the best one if you want to rank high. It also uses a lot of potions though. So don't do the 3-star strat unless you understand what you're getting yourself into. It's not always better. And hello there, Ahmed, as well. Welcome. You're coming to the end of this stream. I'm going to stop once I hit level 100 and get some breakfast before I get to work. But I do plan to stream a bit more later today. Probably when we're getting a bit higher HP, so things get a bit more interesting. Technically, yes, Yoshi Evil, but there's other things to consider, like, will you be able to... Okay, so that was a bad support. I'll change that for the next round. Like, are you able to do enough damage at higher levels? Do you have friends who can help you otherwise? Those are also important aspects. Also the fact that 35 technically makes 3-star better, but not that much better, and it's not going to propel you a lot in the rankings. Why not Gear 5? I'll probably use Gear 5 later. Except for maybe in, since there's a revive there, so we'll see what we do about that. But yet, like the highest damage teams, there's no reason to use them early since you don't need the damage. You use them later because you need the damage. Okay, we're going to change support again. Yeah. Should have done that from the beginning. Almost a 3-hour stream. Been a while since I did that. I wanted to do it before during PvP, but then I got internet issues. Glad enough, no internet issues now, and my capture card has also been happy, no issues for a while. Like when my capture card is working, it's like I'm having one of those blissful moments as a parent. Oh, that's... Whoa. I kill with burn. I wonder how long that works. I guess we'll try and find out. Yoshi Evil, like any team that is able to do 909 billion damage is a good team, so there's going to be a few variations to that. My plan has just been to use the stump variation, which I linked in my video before I did yesterday, but it won't work for the int variation since that one has a revive, we've realized now. So we'll see what we can cook up for the int variation. And yeah, this is the final run, because this is the level 100 runs. After this, we've done the first 100 runs on stream. I will continue to play until I get to work, and at work I won't play a lot, but I will send out assists for my teammates so they can help me, and we can build up our friend boost, basically, for later. Well, I appreciate everybody watching me, so that's cool. And yeah, with that, I'm ending stream, 100 runs. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll be back later today, most likely, when I've got to a bit higher level. Buddy, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.